time is now.
Hello, folks. Welcome to NUFC Talk TV. We are live on the instant match reaction. Newcastle United beats Burnley 2-0 at St. James's Park. In that right there should tell you that's it. Great, get in. And we are still saying get in, of course, because that's ultimately what we need. We need 3 points, and we got it. But man, what a way to make it difficult on our own on the team. But we're gonna get into that. Of course, you can phone in, have your say. 0191-916-8864. Call the channel and have your say. No camera needed, free of charge. All you gotta do is call like a regular contact. Just call them. Don't forget to smash the like button. Help us out. Super chat right away. We got a 10 super chat goal for this next hour of instant match reaction. So please help us out. And smash the like button. Please do that. And subscribe if you're new. Become a member if you can. Help the channel grow. Well, Gary, I mean, we just did the live match commentary. That was an interesting match, to say the least. You know, we're happy about the win, but, man, it doesn't give you much hope moving forward, does it?
No. And again, you know, we controlled the game much better, but we only played against 10 men in the second half. We played against a team void of confidence. And how can a team, and I must admit, towards the end of the game, we looked like we were panicking. You know, you're 2 goals up and you're still hunting for goals rather than just trying to draw them out and create opportunities behind them. And to be fair, we only really did that when they come hunting for that second equaliser. You know, they want that, you know, once they got that goal back, and again, you know, it's a penalty, 3 goals from set plays. Like I say, for me, the biggest concern is more the fact that we struggle to get something in open play. It seems as though now, like I say, Bruno's first goal, yeah, it was quality, but it was lucky. You know, that's what you got to think of. The penalty, that was, you know, fair play. It was a serious play for them. And like I say, they gambled. They allowed us to run through the middle, and like I say, Alanga did something really well for the team, and he got took out literally on the edge of the box. So they go down to 10 men, and at that point, yet it came out, you know, towards the end of the second half, you start thinking to yourself, right, come on, come and do something now in this second half. And to be fair, it looked better. It looked really promising. But again, that final third just didn't come. There was no delivery into the box for the likes of Voltemada to get on the end of. Again, it looks to me on the right-hand side, nobody really wants to take control and have that passion, that courage to get the ball into the right areas in the box. Tino, I thought, was really poor at right back. Lots of high scores for Tino, to be fair, today. And I didn't think Tino had a great game. He was under no pressure. Remember that. Tino was under no pressure, especially when they went down to 10 men. He should have been the player who was the spare man. Walker, we know, has got the quality on the right back. They had nobody really left-sided. So he had the whole of that left side, our right side, to play in. And again, he didn't put a ball into the box. I can't remember Tino putting a ball into the box. I don't remember Tino putting balls into the box. And that's what I'm saying. You know, your fullbacks, as we see with Louis Hall, are there to get the balls into the danger zones. You know, we know the wingers are going to get contested all the time. So you have to utilise your fullbacks in today's game. And I just didn't think our right side worked at all. And like I say, you have to question why we can't get a goal in open play and why we can't just string 3 or 4 passes together in a dangerous area. Why we still have to look for these pretty goals, these walking goals, these tapping goals, I'll never know. Where are we from shooting? I mean, we've seen, you know, balls do go into the net from distance. I just don't understand what Eddie Howe is trying to achieve with this team. Couple of good players today. I thought was, like I say, I've got to give a shout out. I didn't think our back four were under much pressure, to be fair. So I can't really give them a lot of plaudits, but they did what they needed to do. I thought Gordon had a good game. I thought Ramsey was okay in the middle section of the game. And again, you know, we know Bruno just wants to control everything. My biggest problem with Bruno sometimes is he always wants to dictate play. And by doing that, he leaves sometimes hollows in the spaces that he's left behind. You know, it's okay if you know you've got that quality, and Bruno has, but I think sometimes we look a little bit lopsided sometimes. We look too heavy on the one side, and it just sometimes leaves us a bit vulnerable. I think sometimes what you have to do in that 6 role, especially when you're winning the game, is be the controller, be the conductor, be the pace setter. And I think sometimes Bruno's passion to go out there and score 5 and 6 goals out precedes the management of the game. See it through. Tonali comes on the field of play. Where do you want to put the ball? In the corners. Go and play in their corners. Don't play the silly percentage balls in and around the centre circle. So hard work. We got the 3 points, which is great. Yeah, we're only a couple of points now off the top 4, but that doesn't tell the full story.
No. It's hard to be too excited about it because you know what's coming up. We played against one of the worst teams in the Premier League. I mean, you know, that's where it's hard to be so excited. We struggle. We made so hard of a job, and they were 10 men, and with 11, Ramsdale looked shaky because they were attacking us. They were finding a way to get through. And you know, I called Ramsdale come in, but I also say that he looked very shaky today in every corner, every set piece. And it's just concerning. Without getting too radical about this whole situation, you know, it is still concerning that we can't figure out a way to put teams away. Even in the last minute, they score. We're not concentrated. We're not concentrated to cross. We're not concentrated to make the final pass. We're not concentrated to just not put our arm up at the end of the game. You know, it's frustrating to say the least. Dr. Arbuesa, you've been in the chat active, and of course, called out for being negative. What do you got to say about this game?
Hi, good evening, gents. The comments was keeping me awake, to be honest, because I was falling asleep during that match.
Right.
Honestly, I don't know. Obviously, I get labeled being negative or toxic, and other fans. But can anybody objectively tell me, was that a good performance? And has there been any signs of improvement? Who was playing with 10 men? Who was playing with 11 men? Did we create anything? Were there any patterns of play? I was really upset. He played Dan Burn again at left back and made the excuse that Hall is ill, but then he brought Hall on. So what kind of illness is that? You know, this really frustrates me, the favoritism. I'm not having a go at Dan Burn. You know, he's been very loyal to the club. But at this elite level, you have to be ruthless and make decisions for the best interest of the club, not the feelings of players or feelings of, you know, the manager. It's just general lethargy, Chris. I think that just general lethargy that's kind of permeating through the club. I mean, even Eddie Howe on the, I think the only emotion he showed was towards the end when they could have equalized.
Did you see that? I mean, I was shocked to see because he was knackered. He was. I mean, he couldn't believe that they could have. Because trust me, that one final mistake, it could have blown things up to oblivion. Yeah. I mean,
but the thing is, then you'd still have fans who'd say, "Oh, we still got a point," and we're, you know, like Win says, "Oh, we're 2 points better than we were last season," for example. You know, this kind of attitude, I don't think we're going to get anywhere. I don't know, Gary, I was listening to you. I think you seem quite frustrated today. It's the first time I've seen you really openly frustrated during a watch-along. I was just psychoanalyzing your kind of statements. And it's the first time I've seen you, like, so upset.
The problem with me, Doc, is the fact that, like, you know, you get criticised for making an observation, and that's what we do. We make observations as we see it. It's easy to sit here and say, yeah, we've got 3 points, but we're playing the second worst team that have lost the last 5 games in the Premier League, had so many goals against, and yet we still look void of any ideas of how to create open opportunities. Can anybody remember an open play opportunity during this game, even against 10 men? And don't get me wrong, it is very difficult to play against 10 men at times when they become narrow. But we just seem void of ideas of creating opportunities. I mean, I wouldn't mind if you go out there and create opportunities, but to come away with the 3 points after 2 set piece goals, that are more gimmies than they have been gimmies. It's a mistake from the corner. Them goals don't come very often, so that's a mistake. And then there's a penalty, which is a second mistake from Burnley. Yeah, you do have to take your chances when they come along. But the worrying part for me, it was against a poor side. Are we going to play better against better sides? Well, is that the problem? Is it the mentality? Is it the fact that their confidence, the mental approach to games, all we've got to do is turn up and we've got the 3 points? That's something that I've seen too often for me now. You're a psychiatrist, so for me, maybe they do need you on board, mate, because I seem to think we are an issue of our own making at times rather than, an issue that the club makes.
Because it's interesting because because it's always about Eddie Howe in, out, whatever. To me, that's irrelevant, or maybe not, but it's not really the main topic because what can Eddie Howe do? He can do a lot of things, and trust me, I criticize him many times, but when you create a player like Gordon had one of his decent games this season because he's had a poor season, so he kind of woke up to that a little bit. Aside from the penalty, because a penalty is a penalty, but he had a decent game. He puts in a cross, and Ilanga decides not to shoot. So it's also these players. I don't know if I refuse to believe that they're in the Premier League and they can't put two passes together to attack or shoot. Or Willick shoots a ball and he goes all the way to the nosebleeds. It's insane because these players are not performing. With all due respect, Bruno had a very inconsistent game. Again, I'll give him a praise for the goal, but that's not a goal that's really part of his play today. Again, tonight he had a off game compared to the last game, and it's so inconsistent. We tend to say that he is this great guy, great leader, great this, great that. I mean, he wasn't on the pitch for talking about football, and I don't know what I don't know. I don't know if it's motivation.
Chris,
I don't know what it is.
You are right. It's like a collective responsibility, but ultimately the manager is responsible. So you say, the players are not performing. Then what are they doing in training? We as fans, we're not data analysts. We're not elite management team, but we can see the problems week in, week out. Retention of the ball, misplacing passes, poor final ball, can't cross the ball. So what is happening in training to rectify these issues? That's the question.
Yeah.
Eddie Howe is supposed to be this manager who improves players. What is happening in training? The new signings, they're not improving. Elanga, it was an inconsistent performance, but there's no signs of improvement. Are you seeing better final balls? Are you seeing no?
Yeah, no. Yeah. Anthony, thank you for the super chat. It's terrible form. Leverkusen will smoke us currently. Thank you for that super chat.
Sam's, Chris.
No, I didn't see Sam's super chat. No,
Sam, he's here.
Oh, there we go. I honestly believe they are just managing energy. Well, I mean, thank you for the super chat, by the way.
You've rotated the squad, so how is it managing energy? That is the worrying thing, isn't it? These are Eddie Howe's team. This is what we said. These are the players that he has foreseen to take us and elevate us to that next level. And like I say, we've got over 200 people watching, and we're negative, right? Because there's 2 people in the chat that see us as negative out of the 200 and plus that are watching the screen at the minute, right? So we can't all be wrong. If there's 200 people, 220 people agreeing with us and only 2 that aren't agreeing with us, it's got to be somebody else watching the same team as us, surely.
Yeah. And like I said, Gordon had one of his better games. And, but you look at it the whole season, that's why tonight he was one of his better games. Not enough to me to play over Barnes, for example. So... the worry is what's to come because now we have really important games, hard games, and again, we usually do beat those. We beat City in a way that we didn't expect. We turn up for games. That's why I think we are a player-driven team. When they turn up, that's when we play good. When it feels good for them, when it matters to them to showcase themselves. Somebody I think I started a comment saying that Tino's head is gone, been turned basically, maybe by the City rumors and the World Cup thing coming up. But tonight wasn't good. when we debate and have these conversations, especially against Win, have these debates, and he tells me all we needed was Lewis Hall and Tino to come in. Now they're back and nothing is changing. I do agree that Lewis Hall came in. He didn't look sick at all. So I don't understand this sickness. He didn't look sick at all. He looked pretty good. And then now they're telling me, well, now we're missing Wissa. Wissa comes in for 20 minutes, doesn't sniff at the ball. Had one touch here and there. And it's not a criticism against Wissa. It's not saying that Wissa needs to be ready to play now and therefore it's about the team. No matter who you have up front, we don't create enough for the center forward. That's why I don't criticize Walter Mata. I think Walter Mata has done great for the chances he's been given this whole season. I think he's scoring 6 goals, if I'm not mistaken. But we don't. It's a team. We have a team problem. It's not a one-man problem. That's why I don't even know who to put
Chris,
in.
the question is, if it's a team problem that's repeating itself, who's responsible for that?
Yeah. Like I said in one of the Undisputed shows earlier in the day. I try not to say. I don't know why. Maybe it's just a instinct. But when you try to analyze everything, it comes right back to the manager. So.
And the question is, Chris, like you mentioned the mentality of the players. So my question is, like a manager, is he ruthless enough to drop underperforming players and reward players who are performing better in training? No, we know the team before. 90% of the team we know he's going to pick, irrespective of performance.
Yeah.
So then you get this kind of lethargy settling in and kind of demoralization of the squad because they know that there are certain players that will play every game.
The thing is that it's about the 3 points. That's amazing. We got glad we have the 3 points, but it's just not sustainable, man. I mean, how can you be happy about the next game? It's so not sustainable. And I don't know. I can't believe I was trying to listen to myself and look at myself in the mirror while the watch along was going. I couldn't believe I'm this gutted and we're winning. But I'm not doing that to myself. It's watching. It's a reflection of what I'm watching. It's a boring game, man. It was a super boring game. It's weird.
And I think that was reflected in the atmosphere in the stadium. It was just like general lethargy.
Yeah, you see fans like this.
Yeah.
And I read a comment, 82nd minute, fans were leaving the ground. Is that correct?
I don't
know. I don't know. I didn't see that part. We do got a caller
in the watch along that somebody said in the 82nd minute fans were leaving.
Yeah, we got a caller, ladies and gents. Call us now. Well, after the caller is done, Paul from Pompey, from Portsmouth, calling us now. 01919168864. Paul, welcome to the show, mate. How are you?
Hey, all doing, all good. I'm happy with the 3 points, but the performance was dreadful. I think Burnley were the better team the first half. I really do. I think they were the better team. I think we looked knackered, as Win would say. We looked knackered. Yeah. And it's worrying. It's really worrying.
Yeah. Win is just showed up.
I do think Gordon had a good game though. I really do. I think Gordon was man of the match.
You can say that. You can say that. Yeah, you can say that. I'm not bad at that. But what do you think is the problem, Paul? Like, watching the game. I mean,
I spoke to you during the week, didn't I? I think there's players in the dressing room that are getting fed up with him picking his favourites over others, like Shah, for instance. Like, he's annoyed. Botman's probably, and these injuries, are they really injured, or is it just like Burn today, like straight in the team? Like, I know we didn't have much other option, but it's just you know that Burn will always be in that team. I love Burn when he's a centre back, but Eddie will put him up front if it meant Burn's in the team. I guarantee it. It dropped Walter Marder and put Burn up front.
Except he didn't. He put Lewis Hall on and took Burn off.
No, I know. He took Hall come on,
and Burn went off, and Shaw stayed on.
Yeah, But there's no consistency.
So if Burns is favourite, he's going to put Hall on and take Shea off.
Why doesn't Hall start though? That's the problem.
Exactly.
Well, he's obviously not ready to start. Or
he said he was ill. If he was that ill, why was he playing?
They said he was ill, and he came in like he had no illness. Ilanga looked like the one that's ill.
Exactly.
It's all these weird things, man. You keep lying to the fans, that ain't gonna go well. You know what I mean? Just say how it is, man. I think Burn is a better left back. I'll respect the man if he tells me that. I mean, I'll annihilate him on his opinion, but I'll respect the man that tells me what he thinks.
And do you want to believe he thinks that?
Yes.
He's playing him. He's playing.
What,
I don't know if he thinks that.
You think Eddie Howe thinks Burn is a better left back than Lewis Hall? Shut up, man.
No, that's fine. You can say that. Listen, it is what it is. We're gonna get to your comments and your takes because I know where it's coming. You think we should be happy and all of that, and that's fine. That's fine. Paul, any last thoughts, maybe before we let you go, buddy? What do you?
Just want to get Wynn's view on the performance today and what he thinks. I know we got the 3 points, but what does he think?
It's been the same as it's been all season. We're giving the ball away too easily, especially in the attacking third when we're trying to walk it into the box and they're just 5-yard passes going astray. We can't retain the ball.
We looked toothless, Wynn. We looked absolutely toothless. There was nothing.
That's all about the change.
Is it? For 20 minutes, it didn't change at the end at all. So I didn't even know Whistle was on the pitch.
About the change.
Oh, is that right? Okay.
Let's have a look at. I mean, as after it looks, we lost 1-0 against 10 men in the second half.
We did,
at home as well. At home against second from bottom team.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Void of ideas.
We were at home. They had 10 men. We had a penalty and scored from a fluky corner. I don't think Bruno meant that. I really don't. But
yeah, it's an Olympic
problems,
goal.
Massive problems.
Yeah. No, listen. A lot of people feel the way you're feeling, and this is one of the first times ever where I feel surprised that I'm this exhausted about watching a game that we won. I even had to look at myself. I'm like,
exactly.
I had to look at myself in the mirror for a second. I'm like, what am I doing here? Have I had enough of the channel? Maybe I've lost my mojo, you know.
You lost your mojo, bunny lad.
I mean, it's incredible because I'm watching this. There's nothing to be happy about other than the result. I mean, it's insane.
Exactly.
Paul,
that's exactly how I feel.
Thank you for calling, mate. Appreciate you. Call us Monday, okay?
Okay. Cheers.
Cheers, buddy.
Speak soon. Take care,
man. Call us now, folks. Have your say 01916 916 8864. Mighty Wayne, give us a take on the game. Before that, though, Nick Giles has a question for me. Chris, if you were a manager and medical team says Hall was ill and not 100%, what do you do? Not put him
Don't
on the
put
team,
him on the bench.
Not put him in. Let him go home and put the old thermometer under his tongue, like they do in the old cartoons, and say, why when he comes on? Why when he comes on, he looks like he's 1,000,000%? I never understand that. That makes no sense.
You've got to look at. The other thing, remember when Trippier had the same thing and he sent him home because he said he didn't want any of this illness getting through the team. You know, so
he didn't wait.
What's the difference?
He didn't wait. He didn't wait with Tonali either. He didn't wait with Tonali. So I want to know. We got another call before Win. I'm sure people are trying to hold on Win's takes so they can save their liver.
As a medic, if somebody's ill, you don't put them on the bench in the middle of cold weather.
That's right. By the way, yeah. And what illness? Because it can either be a bug, which can be contagious, or viral. It could be contagious. So why are you putting them in? It actually makes no sense. Anyway, we got a caller here.
We have got a couple of super chats, mate, that we've missed.
Okay, super chat. Yeah.
Rotating players seems to make us weaker. We should play our strongest team for every match and sub them when fired. I think that means tired. That's what the elite sides do. Exactly. And another one from Alasula. Thank you, mate. The second half is typical Newcastle. We are our worst enemy and let lesser teams come back in the game. It's a leadership problem, if you ask me. Thank you, Alasula, for your two.
Thank you, Alasula. Appreciate you, mate. We got a caller here. How are you? What's your name?
Big Yinks, man. I hope you're all doing well.
Oh, Yinks is in the building, man. Big Yinks. How are you, brother? You doing all right?
Fine, bro. I'm fine. Obviously,
Wow.
We
I'm
are
a bit
knackered.
tired after watching that, Dross.
Yeah, man. What you got to say about that, man?
It was a poor game all in all. Personally, to me, it was underwhelming. I felt sorry for the strikers. Elanga is void of confidence, and I would say maybe the same with Ramsey as well. I don't feel like Howe's created an environment that's conducive for players to really progress and go and feel confident. Like, you can see it, like even with Ramsey to a degree, it looked like he was scared to touch the ball at times. I don't understand why we spent 40 million. I'm hoping we're able to see that in the near future. And I feel like a lot of players were forcing things rather than actually allowing the play to flow. Like, I think there was one time when I think the ball was supposed to be past Livramento and Willock touched the ball. And I'm just like, yo, why are you touching the ball? The ball wasn't obviously meant for you. And it just shows that they're all voided of confidence. And I think that's the environment that Eddie Howe created this season. Like, when we compare them to Aston Villa have a plethora of players in their squad, and yet they're able to rotate and do well. We bought loads of players, quote unquote. Bought loads of players, and we have an inability to rotate. And see where Villa are and see where we are. It's crazy.
3 points behind them.
Sorry?
3 points behind them.
Did you say 3 points behind them? We're 8 points behind them, bro.
Are you kidding me,
Talking
man?
about win.
Win, man. Come on,
Villa,
man. Don't
Villa,
Yeah, we've got 22. They've got 30, bro.
Going Arsenal.
We need to stop the propaganda,
it,
bro.
Wangers.
You gotta stop the propaganda.
Win. What are you doing, man? Are you mortal or something? What's going on?
3 points behind Champions League is what I meant. Fourth place.
Yeah, I don't care about the Champions League. I don't care.
Oh, you
I
don't care about the
performance.
Champions League. Oh, Eddie does.
I never, no, win. Okay, cool. At this moment of time, Champions League is on my priority. Our main priority is to ensure that we have a team that can function and beat our rivals around us. Currently, when watching each game, it's getting harder and harder to see that Eddie Howe has I don't want to be disrespectful to Eddie Howe first and foremost, but it's getting difficult to see that Eddie Howe has the fortitude and the viciousness to ensure he plays the best team. I don't believe Dan Burn should have started. I think he should have started Murphy, only because it will be a like for like. When Hall came on, he didn't look sick to me, but each their own.
What are you talking about Murphy like for like? Murphy's a centre-back.
Murphy can play left-back. Murphy's known to play left-back.
Well, can't play left-back, but he's a centre-back. Dan Burn can play left-back, but he's a centre-back.
But Dan Burn has led to a lot of losses playing left-back.
Yeah,
2 losses.
Why don't you have the same energy about Murphy playing left back when he's never been given the opportunity? And Burn you say you agree with Burn playing left back when he's a center back as well. What's the difference?
Because I've seen Burn playing left back.
And that doesn't make you want to change?
It doesn't.
Okay.
I feel like the biggest problem that we currently have as a fan base is the aspects of favoritism. And that's what the issue is. Like, fans have watched nearly three seasons, and everybody can verbatim can say who Eddie Howe's favourites are, and that's where the issue lies. And we can see that. Win. Let me finish. Let me land, and then you can take control of the plane. We can see it have a fundamental effect on particular players. When you watch Willock, Ramsey, Elanga, who else is there? And I would who else would I put there? Okay, those are the main 3. They are voided of confidence. They know for a fact any mistake being made, they're going to be pulled off and embarrassed. And this is an issue because we're seeing other players not play well or play. Even Barnes had that particular issue this season as well, in the beginning of the season, knowing that if I don't play well, I'm going to be taken off. However, I can watch other players play crap and still start. And it's a fundamental problem we're seeing. And that's what I believe why we're not creative enough, or when our attacking is so crap. Because one thing you need to saw as an attacker is taking the shackles off your feet, and you got to feel able to express yourself. Once you feel cramped or have a little bit of fear, once you make one mistake, you're going to make 10 mistakes. And that's the issue, what I see. Maybe the good doctor can also add his own, you know what I mean, to provide context. But it's the truth.
Yeah. Well, that's his opinion. Wayne, what you got to say about that?
Hang on. What is the good doctor's expertise in physical well-being.
Well, he's a mental doctor. That's right. That you got a point there. But the fact of the matter is that Livramento played, and he's been injured as well. But at the same time,
and I was worried when he went down because that was on the knee.
Yeah, but he had a stinker today. Livramento.
The bottom line is we've got 3 games this week. Burnley was comfortably out of the 3 the easiest.
Yeah, no, I'm not.
So if you're going to rotate, you rotate. We had the strongest bench today that I've ever seen.
Oh my God! Well, that's because Bookie already told you, man. Because the best players were on the bench. So
okay.
Not the best
and the best players were on the bench. We still got 3 points, and we'll move on. End of. Well, everybody's been whinging on about rotate rotate that.
I said we need to rotate. I said we need to rotate.
We did, and we won. Yeah. What is the big problem? Did we play well? No, we didn't.
But the quality of football. We played against 10 men, and yet we were able to set up one clear chance.
So we almost lost.
As Gary so rightly put it, we played 10 men for 45 minutes, and they won 1-0. Not good enough. And what does that prove?
The issue is that, again, but Win, the problem with that we've seen for the past 2 years, once teams deploy that low block, we are, as Chris likes to always play, knackered.
We are knackered.
And we're seeing this on a regular basis.
No, but the point is, lads, man, listen, Win, you're right. We got the 3 points. Unbelievable, great, amazing, outstanding, whatever you want. Watching this, man.
None of that. None of that. We're rotated. We got the points, and now we're full blast. For
don't you? What gives you, and anybody that thinks like you, what gives you the hope that we can play better? Because when you think we can play better, we don't. We don't. We may. And I will agree with whoever said it. I don't know who.
And
I don't think it's about play.
Badly as we're playing, we are where we are. 3 points off Champions League.
And that's
anyway, I'm going to leave it at that.
That's us playing crap and having conceded last-minute winners and equalisers for long enough, and having started the season without a recognised striker. Both were full-backs out, and we're still where we are.
But Wayne, don't you think
what is the problem, man?
It's how we play, Wayne. It's depleting.
We're not
it
playing well,
absolutely,
and yet we're playing so badly that we're still where we are.
No, but it doesn't. So when are we going to play good? When are we going to play good?
When we do start playing good, then we're going to see us shoot up the table. No problem.
Okay. You're just basing this on I don't know what, on the fairy tales, man.
Well, I'm basing it on Wissa coming back, certainly.
What did he do today?
When does it matter how we play? For all the people who pay to watch them play, does it matter? Or just the result matters, that's it?
Just the result. Absolutely. And where we are right now in our progression, the only thing that matters is the result. 1-0 to the Arsenal. That'll do for me.
So spending 250 million on players
spending 250 million and recouping 130 million for arguably the best striker in the league. So spending 120 million, yes, carry on, of which 55 million hasn't been available all season. Carry on.
Man, come on, man. It's exhausting. I have no energy for this, man. I don't. I have no energy. I'm tired. I'm knackered. I don't have any hope at this moment. I don't know how we're gonna be a better team.
I'll share you a couple of super chats here.
Yeah, we got Jordan on the phone call as well. So let me get Jordan first, and then we're on with the super chat. Let me see, Jordan. How are you, mate? Are you doing good?
Yeah, I'm good. How are you?
Doing good, buddy. Doing good. How are you? What's your take on the game?
Oh, amazing. I mean, bloody hell. I actually went to bed. I was watching.
You went to the game, yeah?
You and Gary doing commentary, and I was like, I'm gonna go to bed, and I've just woke up to some amazing news, and I was like, wow, that is 3 points of Champions League. Wow.
Yeah, 3 points of Champions League. But if that to me that's not a good argument, because you can say you can also argue the opposite, that we're close to relegation too. So I mean, that's
Well, except we're not.
Yes, but I've got a question for Wim, actually.
Go on.
You got a question for it?
So, I know you were talking about we didn't play well today. And I was like, well, yes, but the problem is, Wim, what happened at Tottenham, that's not going to happen again. All right? That
What
is
happened
never, ever going to happen again.
Well, I tell you what, it could have happened today.
Newcastle we're talking about. Well, it could have, but it didn't. Thankfully.
What happened against Tottenham? In other words, you're saying conceding late goals.
Yeah.
Yeah, I'm saying, well, it happened today as well.
Yeah, it happened today, and and it didn't happen by the grace of God. I wish you would have saw Eddie Howe's face in actions.
Yeah.
He almost went to the ground, and he almost gave up on it himself. You got to watch that at the end. I mean, I've never seen Eddie Howe do that. I've never seen Eddie Howe just almost lose it, because this was going to be catastrophic if we gave up 2 points to get a draw. I'm telling you, man. Look at Eddie Howe's reaction, and was that
when the ball came over?
Yeah, he was done. He was done, and I think he knew he lost his job at that moment. I'm telling you, man, because and all of these reactions are not just out of the blue and out of fans just wanting to say, we're idiots and we're just gonna whinge for no reason. No, it's something going on, and it's not good. Jordan, thank you very much for calling, man. Appreciate you. All right, call us again.
Thank you.
Cheers, buddy. Have a good one. Have a call and have your say, ladies and gents. 0191 hold on. 0191 916 8864. Super chat there, Win.
Yeah, true. Oh, there's Betsy hit the legs. Right. Yeah, Super Sam, thank you, Super Sam. We rotated. It wasn't pretty. We got 3 points. 2 huge games coming up. We'll be going after it.
Yeah, but
days ahead.
Yeah, that's true. But it's not like we just had a bad game.
Sam.
Thank you, Sam. It's not like we just had a game and it's like, it's all right, man. We just had a bad game. Because you can have bad games. This is all season. All season. We got a caller here. How are you, mate? What's your name?
Yeah, my name's Omar.
Umar. Hey, Umar got a new voice. The Toon Whisperer. Yeah. Now he's got a voice, man. I like that.
Yeah, can you hear me nice and clear now?
Yeah, we can hear you proper, man. We can hear you proper. What's up, man?
When I just seen your, I just seen your cup. He's from Blythe. Where you got that cup from?
Oh, that from us. You can.
It's the most wonderful time for a beer.
No, your cup, man. Your cup. You're drinking.
Oh,
cup.
yeah. He's from Blythe. That's merchandise.
No, your cup.
Yeah, that's from us. NUFC talk. So we'll try to make some more so you can order some. How about that? But
yeah.
What do you make of the game, mate?
It was really poor. I've got to be doing better than being 10 men. We've got to be more in possession.
There you go. And this is Omar from Newcastle, by the way.
Yeah.
Wayne.
Yeah.
You didn't know that. Yeah, keep on going, Bert.
We've got to be doing better. 10 men. We've got to be holding the ball better. Dominating possession.
Yeah.
I could not understand.
They scored at the end.
I could not understand how we have got 11 men on the pitch, and there's not a spare man to pass the ball to. Making a
there
ball
you go.
For
look at that.
The person in possession.
Hey, look at that. Win finally. What did you hit your head on the wall or something? And now he's speaking sense. Yeah.
I always speak sense.
And that's the conversation we need to have instead of going at fans and criticizing fans for being upset or not being happy.
And that's the manager's fault.
We need to. And by the way, you're talking about the stadium fans, the proper ones are cheering and they're happy with everything. Camera, focus on the fans like this. Time after time after time again. How happy were they? They didn't get the memo. Maybe the nosebleeds, you can't see that far. They were knackered.
It was poor.
Fans were knackered. It was a lot,
happy to see we back on, after a long time. Happy to see we come on, after a long time being out.
Yeah.
He made a good cameo. Did all right when he came on.
Yeah. Listen, man, we gotta get these points in somehow. We got them tonight, but you know
exactly. That's the point.
It's not sustainable doing it like this. It's not sustainable. The good thing about it is that
no, hang on. Yeah, let's wind back 12 months. Exactly 12 months.
Oh my God.
When we were sitting 5-5-5, and by the way, then we'd been getting results, playing a lot worse than we're playing now. And your exact comment at the same time last season was, it's not sustainable. Yes, we're getting results,
sustainable,
but it's not sustainable. And what happened?
We went on an incredible run.
It was sustainable. We went on to qualify for Champions League and win the cup. Now, right now, instead of 5-5-5, we're 6-4-3. We're 2 points better off than we were last season at the same time.
I can't believe you really find it in you to celebrate this. I can't. I really can't. I don't understand.
I'm not celebrating the performance. I'm celebrating the result.
Omar, thank you for calling, buddy.
I'm celebrating the fact that we've rotated. We've got 11 super fit players for Tuesday and for next Sunday.
We got a lot of people trying to call.
Can I ask you a question?
Omar, thank you, buddy. Have a good one, bud.
If you keep repeating the same mistakes, does that show signs of improvement? You're saying last season we were at the same level. So why are we not? If we had improved in the first 12 games, we would be higher in the league at the end of the season.
And there's no reasons why we're not. Is that what you're saying?
No, what I'm saying is
so we haven't got Isaac this season, and we've been missing our 2 fullbacks who are integral to our attacking.
We had we
haven't had a striker for half the season.
When we had today, what to you is Jesus Christ, Allah, Jah, and everybody else together and center forward today. Wissa. For 20 minutes. He didn't sniff the ball. It is not his fault, let me tell you. It's because we are a rubbish team. No matter who you got up front, they won't sniff the ball, man. It doesn't matter. It doesn't matter who's up front, man.
Who went off when Wissa came on?
Gordon, Walter Mata?
Walter Mata.
And what?
Walter Mata and Wissa playing together are going to be sensational.
Oh, so you think that. Okay, perfect. I actually agree. I would like to see that. But why is Eddie Howe taking Walter Mata off then if he sees that?
Because we've got 2 games next week.
Wayne, he will never play with 2 forwards, man. Please, man, wake up.
We will see.
Yeah, man, it's incredible, man. Call us and have your say, folks. Now, 0191-916-8864. A few of you have been trying to call. I apologize. A lot of people, trying to call right now. But call us and get in. Yeah, go on.
10-man Everton beat Man U at home. There you go. It wasn't vintage, but no Newcastle. They will go and thump Leverkusen and the Mackhams. Thank you, Wallace Zula.
Thank you, man. Appreciate it.
10-man Everton. 10 men, by the way, Everton for 78 minutes.
Yeah. We got a caller coming in.
Omar in charge.
I got a caller coming in. What's your name, bud?
Hi, lads. It's Rob.
Hi, Rob. Welcome to the Madhouse, man. Where are you from, by the way?
Oh, yeah. Well, I was one of the boys that I put the crown on Keegan's head at Grimsby back in the days. So he'll be able to see us. But the point I want to make today.
First of all, where are you calling from? Where are you calling from?
I live in Chesterfield now, believe it or not. But I lived in Burnley, and I'm from Lowfell in
land of the crooked spire.
So. Exactly. So I want to give all my love to all the lads. Wind drives is fucking bonkers, but his intentions are all good.
But he's knackered. His
intentions are good. What I want to say is basically that today wasn't good in any way, shape, or form. And I think everybody can sort of see that. I think the players looked, and Eddie Howe looked dejected coming off the field.
Did you see that?
Even winning the game, there was no celebration. They were just pretty flat.
Exactly.
Which I think sums everybody up really. But I think that resonates throughout the team a bit, if you know what I mean. Like I think there seems to be not that kind of like positivity that we had. Like I know Wim was saying like last year, we still played sort of similar and got the results, but I think the positivity was still there. But I didn't see the positivity after the game tonight. I don't know.
I'm telling you, man.
What's going on? What's going on, lads?
Whatever Win is smoking or stats he's got, he needs to smell. He needs to smell. I mean, he needs to email all of those positive points or whatever he's coming up with to Eddie Howe, because he is knackered. Eddie Howe after the game, he saw his life flash before his very eyes, man.
Eddie Howe, but you know, like Win was saying about, you know, you rotate the squad and we've got the points, but whatever. But tonight for me, the team he played with Byrne at left back again, with Alanga, with Gordon, there was a few other picks he made that I just thought he's clearly either given up on the Premier League in terms of like getting into the Champions League, if you know what I mean, or he's effectively he just thinks that Burnley is so shit that, pardon my French, but so rubbish that we can just play anything and win the game, if you know what I mean, and we nearly got undone again, and I don't think Ramsey is good. I don't think Alanga's good. I think Gordon. I think the team at the minute, the first team, as I say, it's picking itself by default because the players that we bought aren't competing enough or good enough to actually take the place. You know, like, if you know what I mean, like
absolutely spot on.
Forget about Malik. Malik Chow is outstanding, but we're playing a game of poker where we're spending 300 million quid or 250 million quid, and like we're not a big enough club to go, well, one or two of those five are worth the money. Do you know what I mean? Like we haven't got that much money because I live in Chesterfield. I'm paying 200 quid for 4 memberships where I apply for all the tickets, and I've been lucky this year. I've had one.
That's lucky. Okay,
but I'm paying the money. The family all wanted. And I'm paying the money. It's 200 quid just for I never got any last year. Apply for them all. I don't mind that because I've always been this like, look, they need the money, but I think we had a calamitous transfer window, and I can't blame just Isaac on that. I think we contributed towards that whole situation, and you know, I think we spent quickly and we spent. I don't know. I'm not entirely sure.
Ben,
we thought.
Listen. You make fair points, man. You make fair points. I mean, win drives you bonkers. That's nothing new.
I love. You know, lads. I love the club. Like the mean. You know, despite the fact I don't live in Newcastle anymore.
Would you like some good news on top of the 3 points, Rob?
Go on then, Win.
Right, you've got 4 memberships. How long have you been a member?
I've been a member, I think for the past 3 years.
Right.
I want to say the last 3 years, but
more than 2 years, yeah.
So the club is saying basically you might be quicker into the waiting list, so you can get a seat.
You're going to be heading to the top of the waiting list, bunny lad.
There you go.
For
So
the
if
new
that
season
happens,
tickets.
Do you know what? Do you know what, lads? I went to the Carabao Cup final last year. I didn't have a ticket. I just
went to be in London. Oh, what's he gone?
I think we lost
pounds,
Oh,
£1,600 for a corporate ticket in London. That weekend cost me probably, and I didn't have a ticket, I just stayed in a hotel with my mates, cost me about 600 quid. I think I spent £300 the night after we won it. That club gave me more joy that night than I've had for a long, long time. And I can forgive Eddie Howe. I can get angry as I like about stuff, but there's lots of people in my family have died now and have never got to see us lift the cup. And it might sound a bit glib and it might sound a bit kind
Not
of like happy clap, I like win sort of thing. But at the end of the day, they give me my life.
Yeah, no, we agree with you on that.
Nights in my life.
We're with you on that.
I think it's easy to look at it now and the mistakes, but I think a lot of the mistakes, to be honest, were out Eddie Howe's hands in terms of purchases, etc. And I can't crucify him for. No one goes out there to try the worst or whatever. And
he needs to fix the mistakes, though. He needs to fix the mistakes, or else it'll be his head on the chopping block, whether we like it or not.
Absolutely, and the trouble is,
quickly, Rob, because we got another caller waiting.
Yeah, no. The trouble is for me is, be careful what you wish for, because
that's why I don't. That's why I'm so adamant to do it to say Eddie Howe.
Yeah, he looks tired, doesn't he? He looks
exactly. He looks exhausted because he may not find, he may feel like he's not finding a solution, and we got Win here lying to fans all 24/7.
It's lovely to speak to you, lads, and you.
Cheers, Rob.
And you, Rob.
I appreciate you, man. Call us back again, all right?
Noise, lads.
Call us back again, all right, mate. Take
I'll
care.
have something what Win smoking. Cheers.
Oh yeah, we'll chip it to you, man. There you go. That was Rob there. Lovely stuff from Rob. So I mean, it's a very interesting situation, folks. I mean, I don't know.
Well, right now, that there is no argument whatsoever that it's looking as though £100 million that was spent in the summer has been wasted. Elanga is way off the mark, and Ramsey had a chance today to come in and stake his claim, and he wasn't shocking, but he didn't stamp his authority on the game in any respect whatsoever. And we know what Willock does and how good he is. Neither did he. Mm-hmm. And the problem was trying to buy somebody who is better than Bruno or Toon. So you are buying bench players. Out of all of Eddie's signings, arguably, up to now, Ramsey and Elanga are looking the worst.
Yeah.
And again, I think that was...
Eddie wanted to sign Elanga last season, right? So what did he see in Elanga?
We'll get to you in a minute, okay, mate?
Sorry. Yeah, Win, question for you.
Can you hear us?
Yeah, we can hear you, but give us a second.
Season last season, but that was when he had a centre forward there, man.
Yeah.
We got a great season and all.
We got another caller, one of our last ones, because we got only 5 minutes left. How are you, mate? What's your name?
Hello, mate. I'm Toon Nut.
Toon Nut in the who's?
There's a bit of a delay, so I'm going to turn the tablet down and just listen to you via the phone.
Yeah, definitely, man. You got to do that. You can hear us, right? You can hear us.
I can hear you, mate. I can hear you.
Why? So you're in Newcastle?
That's Yes, born raised, yes.
What part though? You gotta give me, because sometimes they're dodgy.
I'm originally from Stanhope Street, but I live in the West. I'm still in the West End of Newcastle.
West End.
You live? Wait, where would that be? Like, is that where? Because you said Whitley Bay.
Well, Stanhope, where I grew up, Stanhope Street was like within a quarter of a mile from St James's Park.
Lovely.
Next to the Black Bull.
Man, you're right there. That's insane,
yeah, just up from the Black Bull. Yes. That's
right, man. Thank you for calling. You're a Newcastle fan, proper Geordie. So Win assumes that you are a happy clapper, that you see us win the Champions League.
Yes, I am. I'm definitely a happy clapper, to be fair. I've got to back Eddie. And the reason is because the cartel, they can outspend us on everything, basically. They can throw 300,000 a week at anybody they like. We can't. Everyone we go for, if you've noticed, the big cartel just come in and swoop them up. He's done amazing if you think about it. You know, if he got his first choice players, it would be a total different team, man. It really would. Or if he kept Isak the Rat, and you know, it would have been a different. But if he could pay him what Isak wanted, but he can't. It's out of his hands. So you've got to give him credit where it's due, as far as I'm concerned. You really do.
Now, I've seen your comments. So you are not happy with Gordon. From what I've seen.
I'm not happy with Gordon. No, I'm not. And Elanga's even worse. And how anyone can defend Elanga is unreal to me. I know Murphy has good games and bad games, but my God, his assist is far higher than any. I mean, Barnes, he's class. I love Barnes. Barnes is probably my favourite now. Then Murphy, as far as I'm concerned. And now he's nothing amazing, but he gets the assist. He does do mistakes, don't get us wrong, but overall, he gets the ball in the right areas, regular. You can't say the same for Elanga at all.
Yeah. When you got something to say, because you say that he runs around and that's great for the team.
Anthony Gordon.
Who runs around, sorry, what?
Anthony Gordon was man of the match today.
Oh, yeah.
No, Gordon, don't get us wrong, when Gordon has a good game, he is good, but overall, if you consider from the whole season, nothing special at all for me.
There you go. And Elanga is looking like a dud, to be fair.
Yeah, well, now we got to talk about Elanga.
That's one dud out of how many? 13?
And so now Toon Nut, he wants to talk about
Elanga. To be fair, right? Sorry for cutting you off, right? But to be fair, when we were in for him, I wanted him. I wanted Elanga. I'm thinking, get in, because he looked good. But he's not. And you've got to just go, right, enough's enough. You've got to get rid of him, like, you have to.
I was wrong. You were wrong. Everybody, I thought he was going to be quality. I mean, there might be still time, but it's to a level where you.
Toon Nut, I'm still looking forward to seeing him. If we can play him with Wissa in the middle.
Yeah,
I think that could be different.
Don't get us wrong. I really want him to do well for where I really do, but I haven't seen it. No, and I'm thinking, when am I going to see it? You know.
The problem. The problem, Toon Nut, is that mate, you see Elanga and you feel like, man, he doesn't need Eddie Howe. He needs it feels like he needs an academy coach to tell him how to cross, how to shoot, how to.
He put some great crosses in.
He's so unbelievably poor for me. End, man. So poor.
Two
and then people have a go at Murphy. I know, don't get us wrong, Murphy's nothing special, but just look at these statistics, man. Like how many goals that Isak got from him. He was getting the ball in mint, and he was, he gets it in the replaces regular. Fair enough, he doesn't play brilliant every single game, but he definitely deserves to be on in front of Blinken Elanga. And if he starts off terrible, then take him off and put Elanga on second half. Give him a chance. You've got to give him a chance, as far as I'm concerned, anyway. I'll leave it at that, though, lads. I don't want to bore you.
Lovely calling you, man. Lovely hearing from you.
At all.
Great stuff, mate. Call us again.
No worries. Thanks very much. I'll speak to you in a bit, right?
Mate, call back.
Have a great one. All right, so we will
German rent collector, call back.
We will go on some comments before we turn it off and call it a day. Vendetta here says Vendetta always has a vendetta. God help us versus any other club. We are getting worse. And by the way, he lives in Newcastle. He is a Newcastle lad, if you didn't know that. We always make poor teams look good. The way we play is unacceptable moving forward. Regardless of the result, we look at disgrace. Taxi for Howe. Well, actually, not a lot of what he said is wrong, to be fair. Except for wanting Howe out. That's a personal opinion. Brent says, none of you Howe in can say anything to back him. Just call people who aren't happy not fans. Pathetic. I also would agree on that.
No, that's what Chris does.
No, I don't. No, Brent is his own man.
Well, certainly not what I do.
Why are you taking it to heart? Is that you must?
Because
you must have struck. It must have struck a nerve.
It
must have struck. But he's going on about
anybody who's Eddie out is not a proper fan. I don't say anything of the sort.
For some reason, you bring up that only local fans.
You say I bring it up and I don't.
You do actually. You going around, you send these videos all the time about asking people how in, how.
Well, that's
once again,
I can only
local fans.
Local fans.
Well, there you go. But you say local fans 180 how in. Okay, why do you say local instead of just saying
same today, by the way.
Instead of just saying Newcastle fans 180 how in, you say
the Spurs result
again.
Same
instead of saying Newcastle fans 180 how in, you say local fans 180 how in. Why you say mention local? I don't know. I don't know what I don't know what the intent. They're all fans, whether they're here in Japan or in Egypt. So I don't know why the geographical situation or clarification has to be in that statement at all.
It's you that says it is, not me.
You say locals.
No.
You say local fans.
You say I say.
Or match going fans. Who are match going fans?
You say I say.
You say match going fans, right? Who are match going fans?
I don't say Japanese fans because they are the only people I see. Are
they Japanese? Are they Japanese? Those match going fans. Who are they?
Bulgarian, some of them.
All right, there you go. Yeah, that's fine. That's fine. A boy, because you're trying to beat around the bush instead of saying what you actually want to say.
Two Bulgarians yesterday.
And Andrew Bell here. He lives in Newcastle as well. We'll almost shot ourselves in the foot at the end with Shard doing what he loves doing, down like a tart, says Andrew Bell. Jordy Dan, another Newcastle fan, says these teams love to have a go at NUFC. It's like they smell the weakness. There you go. Gavin Fuller, the way people have been talking like win, why did Wissa not smash that chance in? Because I remember he's a proper striker. There you go. The same nonsense. It doesn't matter who we got, folks. It doesn't matter who you got up front. It's irrelevant. It's the same old, same old. The team needs to be better for any striker to score anything. Jamie says Sunderland will pump us next week. Becca, we are knackered. She lives in Newcastle too, by the way. She lives in Newcastle too, by the way. Becca, we are knackered. What the heck is going on? It's valuable. It's a valuable win, but we are papering over the cracks. Eddie looks uncomfortable. Terbrug says Sunderland will annihilate us. Ashton says a win is a win. There you go. Thank you for the super chats, by the way, everyone. Foxy, positive is 3 points. 10 points from 12. 2 points of fifth. Negatives, playing a whole half against the worst side in the Premier League at home and holding on to a win is pretty embarrassing, says Foxy. Nick says, sorry, Doc, you are nuts. We need whole for the whole season. 80 has to rotate. If he was not 100, then wise choice. There you go. Carl Hope says, atmosphere crap again. Why is Gordon still on pens? We're so poor. Eddie needs to be sacked now. Toon Army, this isn't sustainable, guys.
Why is Gordon still on pens? Because he keeps on scoring.
Yeah. And we need Gordon's feelings to be protected instead of the center forward that plays to get this motivation. Instead of the center forward that's playing to get his motivation up, to get going, we don't care about him. Mighty Magpie, we continue to consistently be inconsistent and underwhelming. Atmosphere really flat. Discontent seems to be permeating from the dugout. Permeating from the dugout to the pitch into the stands. Nayo says maybe Howe is overtraining them. Says Nick. Hey, he's a happy clubber, by the way. But they do train until 11. They're training right now, probably, which is insane. So I don't know. Ashton, we won, boys. Be happy.
Exactly. We won, you bugger. You think we got beat?
Yeah.
Win. Even if
tell Eddie Howe that. How about that? Tell Eddie Howe that.
Criticizes his team. Pep still criticizes his team. I said even when Man City win, Pep criticizes his team and he sees weaknesses in the team. Just because you win doesn't mean that you can't improve.
Get away. Honest.
So what are you getting on us
The way
about?
you're talking, nothing's wrong. Everything's great.
Exactly. Yeah, you're not. Why are you getting on us?
Hang on. What do you mean the way I'm talking? Nothing's wrong. What did I say when I came on? We can't keep the ball in the final third. We can't pass the ball 5 yards.
You just told him get away is an obvious. He's saying something obvious. Why are you getting on to us for criticizing and looking at what's wrong on the team?
Well, he said Pep criticizes the team even when they win.
Yeah, and why can't fans do that?
Because he says there's room for improvement. Yeah. Do you not think Eddie thinks there's room for improvement?
No, but why do you get on us when we criticize the team?
Exactly.
Why what?
Why do you have a go at us when we criticize our team? When we see weaknesses?
Because of the circumstances. Because of the circumstances.
Anyway, man, let's get going, man. Phil, Eddie Howe, Outfans TV, actually born at this
be
stage.
Happy, man.
Yeah, okay, that's right. But listen, I can't lie. I can't lie to myself. I look at the draws on the screen and I'm devastated.
Right. So okay,
I can't lie to myself.
You look at the draws on the screen. You look at today. We played poorly. We played poorly today. We got the result. At this exact same time last season, when we were doing the same, playing poorly, but somehow getting results, it's not sustainable. It's not sustainable.
It isn't.
It turned out to be sustainable because we ended up improving, getting into the Champions League and winning our first trophy in 70 years. And we're now 2 points better off right now than we were last season.
Man, don't do that, man. That's insane. Anyways, folks, on that note, he'll have the last word so you can annihilate him in the live chat. We'll see you tomorrow with 90s Max. We'll see you on Monday, Undisputed, early in the morning, 11 a.m. And then we're going to be taking the phone-ins as well. So call us during that show. And in the late night and everything else. So 90s Max will be on as well. So stay tuned. Thank you, Doc. Thank you, Gary. Thank you, Mighty Win. Thank you, everybody that tuned in. Everybody that called in. Appreciate all of you out there for trying to have your word. A lot of you got left out. I can't do anything about it. People call in. First come, first serve. The phone line is choka, man. There's nothing I can do about it. But when I see the notification, I accept the call. But thank you very much. All the super chatters, Olusola, Super Sam, Anthony, everybody, thank you very much. All of you. We'll see you in the next one, folks. Away the lads.
Away the lads.